Talk about a space yeet. What it do, Ski? It's your boy Fail34, and today I'm here with my reaction video to Black Mirror. This one is called the USS Callister. How's it going, everybody? I hope you had a great day, and today we are starting the 4th season. We're kind of breezing by this show. It's also relatively short. I mean, it's an anthology series. The first couple seasons are only 3 episodes, right? So let's just hop into season 4 and see what stuff it has to offer. So as always, if you enjoyed this one, then definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, guys, in case you want the full unedited raw reactions and more since the very beginning of Black Mirror, then definitely check out patreon.com/fail34 in the description down below. And with that being said, let's hop into this one, guys. Yeet. Oh, he's great. He's awesome too. Westworld.
Thank you, Dudani.
Like Star Trek or something. Wait, is the whole episode gonna be like this?
Shields at 43%.
Success.
Missiles breached. Shields. He's escaping with the crystal.
Sir, Captain Daly. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip. Hooray! Hip hip. Hooray! He's a jolly good fellow. Okay, man.
Oh, he's great too. Oh, so they both came from game night. That's what it is. Okay.
Come on, get up.
I think the other woman's from Chewing Gum, I think? Or something like that. Okay, he seems to be kind of on his own loner type. Doesn't really talk to people much. Power moves.
It was so nice to meet you.
Alright, let's see how this one goes.
Welcome back, Captain.
Have you located Valdax?
That's so funny. We're watching a freaking mod.
Hey, Robert.
Hi.
I was just gonna fix a coffee. Do you want one? Okay.
Why, yes. Yes, I would.
A lot to...
Alright, let's see the simulation of now. It's probably gonna space her in the game. You gonna shoot a shot? What are we doing? Gonna extract her DNA or something and throw her in the game? Run straight into the game. So is this similar to like the cookie, where it's like it's a one-to-one? I also love Black Mirror how they do that. They interwove some of the other ideas are slightly different
What's your name?
parallels.
What kind? Hey, so what's it like out there now?
What?
14 minutes.
Insufficient smiling.
Oh my god, this is gonna be so bad.
Oh, you gotta stay on the bridge. Hey, he controls everything. He does shit to make.
This is freaking twisted. Oh no, is he like spawning her or something? Cause can he control like
Lieutenant Cole.
everything?
Oh,
This
dear.
is so messed up. Oh my
See?
god.
Can't breathe.
I hope they actually get out of it, because if all their efforts are just futile, he just fucks them over. Oh my god. Well, they're just computer code at the end of the day, but I'd rather him just have the file deleted. But he'll just make a new one.
Bingo.
Can you even imagine that message? Hey, it's the digital version of you and your CTO's really twisted fantasy on his own computer. Mind control, deleting that? Oh, you two ought to mess shit up for them.
We are getting out of here.
What do you not understand? Oh my god.
Assholes are fucking it up!
I did it. I did it. I did it. I sent the message. It was me. I swear.
I tried the carrot, now meet the stick.
None of this is gonna make you happy. Daily, because you're sick.
Oh. Oh, she turned into the monster.
You can just stay here and think about your attitude.
And that was one of their homies. Now she's gone. Oh, is that the link opening up?
Real me.
No.
Work one day. Show him around. He would have loved seeing all those computers.
I knew someone had to get spaced. That was an opportunity that could not be missed. And God, that's awful.
Have you ever seen an unsuited body compress in space?
Oh God, we're not showing that, are we?
Freeze. So I
That's
have
why
to
it said
stay
Tommy in the fridge.
in line.
That's actually so cool though, on the door. Having a digital front.
Head out this way. Cole.
It's kind of hot here.
How are you doing, Cole?
Cole.
Alright, they got the scanner.
Okay, gotta patch it in. Should I keep scoring?
Any of the last 9 would do.
Okay, what's the voice gonna sound like? Google Translate when you click the speaker button? We are in the game right now.
We've had your photo cloud account under control.
Now this is also like okay, so she's actually going all the way to the place. Don't say anything. No, don't be bait.
See.
Okay. Go, 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 go. Pizza time.
Okay, look, someone did, okay? So do you want it or not? Because
Hurry up, you don't got time.
To increase thrust.
Just fucking
Just go! Yeah, just...
nice. Merry Christmas, asshole.
You can't hear the footsteps? Alright, they got the time.
Can we go any faster?
Actually, he's a baller, so they're probably the Louis Vuitton ones.
Resume game.
Just turn it on God mode and then just teleport there. Start floating like it's Minecraft.
The wormhole.
I feel like this is not going to be a good ending. Like, I don't think they're going to... This isn't... We'll see. Nani?
Sons of bitches.
I don't get why he wouldn't just... Once he knows something's up, just turn on... Just teleport there himself. Certainly he
I've got a heat
can.
signature. Looks like a shuttle just got from Skill Lane 4. I think we're gonna make it.
Man said we're going to go Old Testament. Oh, God. They have an escape pod or something?
USS Callister.
No, no, no.
Well, I guess all is well in the world of Space Fleet for them. What happens? Oh my God, that's so scary.
You better run. King of space right here.
Base.
That was my reaction video to Black Mirror Season 4, Episode 1. That was rather interesting premiere to Black Mirror. A really out there concept for Black Mirror, but at the same time, it almost felt like it was a tamed version of a Black Mirror story, if you get what I mean. First thing I want to say is I actually really like, I'm familiar with a lot of them, and it was cool to see them all just in an episode of Black Mirror. Jesse Plemons, Jimmy Simpson, Michaela Cole, just to name a few of them. I don't want to mess up the names, that's why I would just have them written down right there. It was awesome to see them interact with one another just in this situation where it's like, these are NPCs, but it's also similar to the other episodes where it's like these consciousness in a system or whatever you want to call it. Just seeing them, just the contrast, how the episode started in your perspective, and you almost felt bad for Daly. To the very end of the episode where you're like, even maybe not even the very end, maybe the first couple of minutes once you realize the situation, you're like, yeah, not a good guy. I like the dynamic of the crew and how they flipped on and off. That was a lot of fun. Also, something I love about this from like just that the beginning gave us was the cheesiness and just how it like dripped in, you know, the aesthetics of like the, you know, Star Trek or these older sci-fi shows. The way that they sort of mimicked both the soundtrack and the visuals and made like it spoofed it was actually really well done. And on another note, when we got to like later on in the episode when we see what was really going on and we went between the back and forth of the real world and then this infinity mod, it was just a really like creepy, sort of like disturbing and unsettling episode. While they did have some funny moments, there's just like the quirkiness of the situation. Watching this guy's fantasies being played out through these NPCs, but there are people in his working environment. It's a really wonky idea. And now that I think about it, it's almost like if he like tortured his like simulation, like his own like Sims or whatever those games were, and all. Like, just imagine making those people's lives shitty as possible. That's kind of what this episode was like. Some other things about this episode that I really liked was the references that they made, not just in just like name dropping things, but the actual like ideas and technologies that we've seen in previous episodes. I named a couple of them earlier on, but like sort of similar to like White Bear, similar to Playtest. I love how we're just mixing and mangling a lot of these together. Those are a lot of fun little Easter eggs just to pick up on in the episode, and I'm sure there's more that I missed. Feel free to let me know some. In actuality, he's just in his own like sort of like twisted, like misogynistic universe that he's created, and there's a real idea of like him not really going out of his way to do things. Like, instead of doing actual changes in the real world, he'd rather just get everything resolved in his own universe where he can create everything. And that's where I had some of the issues, where it was the idea that he was like this god in this world, but it's like there's some plot holes or like I don't know, like structural things that I kind of didn't match up for me. A little interesting idea here. I don't know if it was just me, but I was definitely expecting it to get sort of like sexual, and that's what like a lot of the unease came from. I can definitely see this episode, it would have got much more messed up if this had been like an earlier season of Black Mirror. I definitely thought this was gonna go a much darker route or twisted route than it actually did. Speaking of that, so some of the questions I had after watching this episode and while watching it was, weren't those buttons that they said near the beginning of the episode, they didn't do anything, they all just do the same thing? So how do they hack the computer? Is there not like a reverse button or a fast play button or like a control, like a god control stop in the game? When he could have not just teleported himself, like why does he have to rely on these people? Couldn't he have got out of character? I don't know, that was just a thought that I had when like watching the structure of this episode go along. And I don't know if it's just because he's like super naive or like he's in his own world, like literally, that he couldn't tell that they were messing around or something was going up. That seemed a little off to me. Guys, what do you think about that? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Just this episode in general, what do you think about this one? I think it was a pretty good start to the season 4. Definitely a little bit different than I might have expected, but the actual idea of it was really cool, and I loved how they tied in a lot of things from previous stuff in the series. So guys, that was Black Mirror season 4 episode 1. What'd you think? Also, I was literally thinking to myself, like, they could, if they run out of ideas, I know, you know, Charlie Brooker probably won't, but they could just get the premises or do continuations. That'd be kind of cool if we did a whole season of Black Mirror just continuing where we left off from previous stories, or like in that same world verbatim from a different eye. I think that would be really fun. But anyway, guys, that was it for this episode. What'd you think? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, if you enjoyed this, then definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And again, y'all, in case you want the full unedited raw reaction and more, then definitely check out patreon.com/Noel34 in the description down below. With that being said, I will see you all next time. Peace.